Hello, Michigan esports. Hope you're having a great night and welcome to the very first match of the Overwatch Collegiate Homecoming season. I'm Justin, aka Wild Rose, and I'll be one of your casters for today.
Hello everybody, my name is Nick, McChicken in-game name. This is my first cast for Overwatch, so excited to be here. I played for the B team last year, got involved with the org some more, so looking to have a great cast today and great first Overwatch 2 match.
So, Nick, have you been able to play a lot of Overwatch 2?
I have played a decent amount in the first week, mostly to do, it's interesting. In Overwatch 1, I played a lot more comp than I have so far, but I've been doing the Battle Pass challenges a lot more. It's like a lot more quick play in arcade than I used to play before. Um, but I've been having a lot of fun with that, so I've mostly been playing more casually, trying to get a feel for the game.
Awesome. All right. We're going to be rolling in with our first match. The map is going to be Lijiang Tower, starting off with control as usual. What do you think these teams are going to run out on, Nick?
I know from the Yumish perspective, at least with Flippy and Cheesin, I'm probably expecting to see a Sojourn comp, and yeah, it looks like they're gonna start maybe a Sombra.
A
That
Sombra?
would be that would be very interesting. I think they'd like to focus on the Zarya comps because Zarya is very, very strong right now. But I'm interested to see if they stay with the Sombra.
Yeah, I'd expect. Flippy is known, I would say, in the Yumish community for his sojourns. It's pretty surprising that that's not what he's running.
They're gonna come out with the SimTP here. Looks like Morgan State running Lucio Briggs Zarya.
Yeah, the Briggs
So maybe
Zarya
they're just
is
looking for more of a sustained comp.
really interesting here because, I mean, we saw this comp in Jotes, but
There you go,
unfortunately.
the Sombra pays off, gets a pick onto Tyruzi right away. Looking to push in here.
Yeah, just got caught out on the rotate with that Sombra hack there, and it looks like it's going to be an immediate fight win and reset.
Yep, fast reset there for Morgan State.
Okay.
Switching over to the May here.
What do you think this Brig Lucio is trying to accomplish? I know earlier you said it some sustain, but yeah, I'm not so sure how well this is going to work out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe protection from the Sombra with the Brig, but
A huge
I
anti.
think these antis are going to be a major problem.
Yeah, that was a three-man on the entire backline. I don't even know where Anti Taco got that angle off of, but it got them right on the entry.
Jeez, with the cleanup, another team kill. I think Morgan State's going to have to make some adjustments here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Looks like they're going to stay with it, though. The Brig, I think the Brig really is just not providing enough sustain with the Zarya comp.
Yeah, you'd think from an Overwatch 1 perspective against a Tracer Sombra double flanker, she'd be really powerful, but just does not have a stun anymore. Oh, a hack.
Hack, once again, taken down again by the Sombra.
Yeah, this is...
The rest of Morgan State's going to follow quickly. We haven't even come up on our first run of ults yet. We're just now getting Grav, Pulse Bomb online. It's already 60% point for Yumish.
Yeah, it look like there's gonna be an adaptation with Zenyatta on Baptiste. Don't get confused there. There's a Zarya in their spawn.
Oh, sorry, getting aggressive with the Grav. Big Pulse Bomb, big nade.
Oh
Zenyatta
man.
gonna fall again for the
All right.
another cleanup there.
Yumish is having a little bit of fun, perhaps, or maybe that was optimal. Who knows?
Yeah,
You know.
getting a little bit aggressive there with the Grav. I'm sure they're probably gonna go for another aggressive play here with the EMP because Morgan State just has look at the ultimates. They just have no way, and there's the EMP. They just have no way to get out at this point. Nanoing the Lucio in. Oh no, and the Lucio picks up two.
Oh, and you see.
As the round ends. I mean, yeah, that was Morgan State just had no way to get past once the ults start rolling in.
That was a quick 100-0, and if my eyes do not trick me, I believe Morgan State University never got above 99% on any of their ultimates there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to run the sustain comp kind of like what we saw with Junker Queen last stage, but the advantage of that comp is that Junker Queen herself provides more sustain and speed as well to kind of push through an attack, but if you're just running a Zarya, that sustain is not going to be able to keep you alive through the damage that Michigan is able to output by running the Ana with her nade here. So it looks like they're switching over to Bap Ana. They're just going for no speed at all now, running more of a death ball comp with the Reaper, it seems.
Yeah, and the Reaper
Switching over to Winston as well.
who knows, might be actually quite effective against this new Winston pick, but the Sojourn from Flippy is going to be a real menace for Morgan State to deal with here.
Certainly his signature character, and Zarya already going down early here.
Yeah, there's an early anti onto...
Move off the map from CTD2, and that'll clean up first fight.
Yeah, there's an anti early on in the fight on Angela Kittu, and he was immediately forced to disengage, but I guess it may have been an overextend from J-Jax on the Zarya. He was the first pick, even though, you know, seemingly no pressure on him.
Very interesting here. They're gonna have to play very slowly and hope for a pick, maybe, and just hope. They're gonna have to hope for an overextension, I think, from Angelic on Michigan. Oh, but there's another pick off the rotation, and that's just gonna allow them to speed amp in, force out the lamp, and nade coming in as well. And that's gonna clean up another fight for you, Mish.
I think Anti-Taco may have hit every last one of his nades so far.
Yeah, the nade, the very, very good timing on the nades with the rotation there. Just getting a pick early before it even starts, follow up with the Winston. There's not much they can do. They don't have much speed to get out of these situations anymore with the Babana comp. Now they're switching to the Hog here. This seems like a bit of a desperation.
Oh, three-man anti! Oh no. You've got an angry monkey. Oh, sleeping in the back line now.
And going on the offensive again. And once again, we see Michigan full on with their first round of ults. Morgan State, closest ult, 85% on the Soldier. They just have no resources to answer the aggression right now.
Yeah. Oh, cheese in the back line, getting low.
And now Michigan's gonna have 4 ults for this potentially final fight here.
Yeah. Oh. Flippy behind the entire enemy
Flippy
team.
behind from spawn. The overclock.
Oh, he's one.
Gone. Gets a pick. Going for the Ana 2.
Two?
He get both supports. He gets both supports for the
3?
back line. There's 3. Oh my goodness. Flippy is putting on an absolute show.
I think this is what we call the Sojourn differential.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Flippy definitely. Oh, Joey with a bit of a cheese. It's Joey, but with a bit of a maybe a BM blink off the map there. But yeah, Yumish gonna clean up that first map quite handily.
Yeah. Wow. And a play of the game from the Lucio. A rare treat.
Lucio play of the game. Yeah. You don't see much main support action very often. It's probably the boop off the map on.
That's a 4-man anti.
That's a huge anti. Yep. Boop off the map. Beat him. Clean up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a show. I
I
think
think Morgan State feeling a little bit lost there with their comp choice. So we'll see if they find something they can really settle into here going to the next map.
yeah, Matt pick. I believe it will be escort and not hybrid, although some Overwatch League watchers may be used to that. So Matt pick will be going to Morgan State. Let's see what they come up with. I would say a big weakness of their comp earlier on the Lijiang Tower was they swapped off the Lucio and kept trying to go for these rotations into the white room, but they're simply too slow without any Junker Queen shout or without any speed amp, and they would get antied, engaged on, jumped on by the monkey and the tracer. So for Morgan State, I would like to see either a comp that can play slow if they prefer to play slow, or just be able to do rotations effectively and not get caught out by the University of Michigan.
Yeah, I think Michigan was doing a really good job of early on the rotations, maybe with a tracer in the back line, baiting out the bubbles from the Zarya. And then once those bubbles are out of the way, Andy Taco, like we were saying, can go for those big nades. And then from there, I mean, you can just speed amp with Monkey in, and they don't have the sustain or the the speed to get away from that, and I think that was what was really plaguing Morgan State that whole second round for sure.
Yep, and we just got Roe and Hugh in for Cheese and Flippy, so I believe that is a full DPS line swap from Yumish Esports.
I would say, based on Roe, expect to probably see more longer range poke play, maybe with a sniper in there. Hugh maybe coming out on the Genji.
Yeah, he's a pretty good performer, actually. For those of you who don't know, he was a former Contenders player before coming to Yumish. I believe he played on one of the regional dark mode teams and had a pretty nice, fun time over there. And now he's here, a great asset to the Yumish Esports team as well.
Last year he filled in for the tank slot for Michigan actually, and then this year he's moving over to DPS, and I think that's really where he wants to stay for the remainder of this year. So as we can see already, Michigan flexing their very deep field of DPS players here.
Yeah.
I think they really want to have one person specialize in 1 to 2 heroes, and that allows for a lot of flexibility with the comps that they can run. And so we'll see what they pull out here on Eichenwald.
And the return of Angelic Kitu as well. I believe he was a player 2 years back, took a year break, but he does have some significant open division experience and is a very talented player in general. So that's why Hugh is able to flex his DPS skills instead of having to be on the tank.
I wonder if Kitu will pull out Sigma or Diva here. See if they move away from the Zarya comp and go for more of a range poke comp.
Yeah.
Doesn't have much experience with the Sigma though, so I wouldn't be expecting it.
Yeah, and
to go for here.
From my understanding, Kitu is primarily from Overwatch 1 a main tank player, but main tanks do include the Wrecking Ball.
True. Coming out with the Overwatch 1 style comp here. Got the Ball Brig Zen on the side of Yumish. Looks like Morgan State going for more of a brawl comp, going with Ryan this time. Zenyatta, there we go, playing Zenyatta, no more confusion.
Yeah, this is like they went back. University of Michigan went back a couple months of time, went to China, picked up this strat and came home. This ball double flanker Brig Zen kind of deal. Haven't seen this in a while.
Very interesting here. Once again, Morgan State not running any sort of speed with their brawl comp, so we'll see if Yumish is able to have the coordination to maybe pick off their Zen in the back line. He's not going to have much peel going for him here. Lamp forced out early. Cheese in the back. Hugh in the back line. Sorry, it's Hugh now instead of Cheese.
Oh my god. Michigan.
Both teams trading Zens. Michigan down supports now, though.
Yeah, Michigan with no supports. This is going to be a very difficult fight for them to turn.
P2 finds Synco's Tan in the back line. Supports are down on both sides now. Maybe gonna be a back out here for Yumish unless they can find a pick. That's a huge pick on the Tyruzi. That's gonna allow them to go back in. Support's coming back now for Yumish. Looking to converge on drop kick on the side there. He's low with no Wraith. He's taken down now, and that's gonna be a cleanup.
Yeah, wow, that was looking like a fight that could have gone either way first, but I think what happened was the defending side on Morgan State, they got the picks that they needed, but weren't really able to regroup. And guess what? They split up. You don't want to split up against the ball double flanker.
Yep. Michigan really aggressive here, almost taking out the BAP. They're on him. They're committing mines. No field. Keep him alive, and they're gonna take him down. But it looks like Dropkick's gonna punish that aggression and take out Andy Taco.
Yeah, but I mean, they got it. They're getting some card push. I don't think Michigan's too sad about that one.
Very big pick on the back there. It's gonna create some space. Going back in, Roey with a hack onto Zenyatta, taking him down. He with a pulse bomb. Morgan State down 2, down 3. Dropkick will only get something like he did last time in the payload, but it's not going to work out. CTD2 there to keep him away from his Zen this time. More card progress here for Michigan.
Yep.
EMP now online.
No ults yet for inside of Morgan State. That's a big
Looking for it.
EMP.
That's a big EMP. 4-man. The pile drive comes in, sweeps it up.
A nice display of coordination. Just a quick EMP power drive. Ends the fight instantly.
Yep.
Even
That's
the top
definitely-
teams would have trouble, you know, winning against that without a Transcendence.
Yeah, EMP just so strong right now, giving Sombra essentially her own another Discord kind of damage buff on top of the already 40% HP that takes away.
Oh no! And look at the boost Morgan State away from the entrance. It's they can't even get a touch.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to mention the lack of Lucio again, don't you think?
Yeah. They're really committing to these like hard sustain kind of immobile comps. But Michigan playing this very well with the ball comp, able to isolate a target early, and once you get a pick, the dominoes just kind of fall from there.
Oh, wow.
Morgan State not really ever able to find grounding in between points either. Just
Huge
getting staggered
stagger.
through. 5 ults coming up here for Morgan State though, so they should be able to get a recontest here and hopefully take some control.
Visor
of the
window?
points.
Oh, forces
Window visor
trans.
coming out.
Oh no, but he dies to
Oh
the
no!
pulse.
Pulse by Hugh! And you talk with the trance to live through the visor as well.
A big slam on the back line by
Shatter in the
JJax.
back line.
Oh no,
Can you
but
pick up
no
the pick on Andy
conversions.
Taco? You can't quite get the pick. Rally in now for C2D2.
Oh, big pick on
Morgan
Hugh.
State has used 4 ults, and they only have 1 pick to show for it.
We'll see a huge death blossom here, don't worry about it. Oh.
It's gonna have to be soon though. He doesn't have right to stay
No.
alive, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get it off. He won't. It's gonna be a cap here, maybe a recontest from JJax at the last second. EMP from Rowie though. Not gonna be able to stay on for long. And that is a emphatic capture for Michigan. Over 4 minutes left in the time bank.
Wow. That was looking like it could have gone Morgan State's way for a hot second. You know, forced an early trans with their ult and then get a pretty big slam on the back line, but I guess there might have been either a disconnect or already some picks coming out for Michigan because no one on that back line died.
Yeah, they came out with they had good ult usage at the beginning, forced out the trends, and then yeah, like you said, with the slam in the backline, I think there's just the only person who could really follow up onto that would be Dropkick on the Reaper. But just getting a solo slam in the backline against the Brig Zen, shield bash whip shot, and rally in, there's not much a single Ryan can really do against that.
Yeah. Okay, so Zenyatta seems to have picked up the entire support roster. It's not only does Zenyatta play Zenyatta, Zenyatta also plays Baptiste, and Zenyatta also plays Moira, if I'm not mistaken.
We're in for a smooth ride, right?
Looks like it.
Right?
Going for Junkrat here on offense.
Tyrizzi on the Overwatch 2 Junkrat.
May, I do like the May pick here. If they really are going for this very slow punish comp, May's gonna be helpful there. Maybe punish a ball when he slams into really and wall him off and take him out, and then you can go in from there.
Yeah.
Hugh switching over to the Sojourn here as well, off of the Tracer.
May's gonna have a hard time freezing the ball though, because they did remove that from the game. So I'm interested in
Yes.
seeing how effective she is.
Very wall reliant here. See if we can get a punish. Looks like they're just going for the Sombra poke with the ball slam, and that's going to be enough to pick up Baptiste right off the bat. Signpost 10 going down, Tyrizzi following
Oh
shortly.
no. This is like a zero energy Zarya beam coming out from
Yeah.
Dropkick's May here. Not their fault at all. It's just that the May doesn't freeze with that beam anymore. It's just slow.
Yeah.
Oh, and some staggers. Morgan State.
State really just struggling against the Sombra hacks here.
Yeah, I'm interested. Tyrizzi's Junkrat. I do want to see them maybe accomplish some trapping, you know, on the ball. I understand the intent. Oh, that actually does get a trap off against Andy
Trap
Taco.
onto Andy Taco looks like there, yeah.
But no conversion,
follow
it's just
up
too
now.
far away. I understand the intent to CC the ball, but it's just not in the game anymore.
Yeah. The combined hack and Discord
He
damage
just
coming
slowly
in from
rolls
Michigan
away.
right now is too much for Morgan State to overcome. Maze looks like caught on the side there.
Zenyatta dies to very
Zenyatta dies to
delayed. but
Mine. Interesting.
Interesting.
Maybe
Yeah.
caught with no fade or misread a mine placement there.
Yeah.
The May's gonna be falling shortly after drop kick.
Drop kick. I know, Tyrizzi rather is kind of isolated in that Mega Room. Okay, he does regroup with his team. Oh, huge headshot from Hugh though.
Picked out of the air and hacked. Yep, it's a big kill from Hugh. Going in with the overdrive, looking for more now. They're gonna get it with Zenyatta.
Oh my
Taking down
god.
drop kick as well.
That was huge. Looks like Ro wants a EMP right out of his spawn. Not much to combo it with, except for maybe the power driver, but
Seems like that's all they've needed so far.
he's been detected? Wait, but the team doesn't turn around?
Big, huge EMP. Morgan State's not ready at all, and they're just gonna be wiped off the map right there. Dropkick able to escape with a May wall, but the rest of his team is not so fortunate.
Yeah. Alright. Morgan State though, 4 ultimates in the tank. No way
Yeah,
for Michigan to really deal with this shatter if it lands.
Yeah, we saw last time on defense they had huge ult advantage, but weren't able to convert. Let's see if they're able to do so this time.
As long as they can deal with the Transcendence, this is a lot they can work with. Okay, the Transcendence is forced.
Transcendence is early.
Yeah, a little bit more patience and we can see a huge slam coming out here to turn the fight.
Both support ults coming out from Morgan State, but Psycho's 10 is already taken out behind his window. Dropkick following.
Oh.
Dropkick not able to ult in time. Shatter not used either. That was both support ults and nothing to show for it right there.
Yeah, you'd expect that the ball comp can't really deal with the coalescence usually, but it looks like the target focus, the burst damage, it was all there. 3 more ults though, including a tire.
Okay, good. Thought Zenyatta was gonna get. Oh no! Zenyatta almost
Very
picked
close,
off very
very
early
close.
right there. Anitaco taken out. Okay, that's
huge
this is
headshot
what
from
Morgan-
dropkick.
This is what Morgan State needs. An opening headshot.
Oh,
from
backed
Dropkick.
out of the
Zenyatta goes down.
tire!
Oh no! And he loses the tire. Tyrizzi goes down. Dropkick's taken out by the Hughes overdrive, and that's gonna be.
slam!
Oh, that is just going to be devastating for Morgan State. They had an opportunity there with Dropkick's opening pick, but the hack onto the tire is just absolutely huge.
Oh,
Michigan holding on.
So close. Nick, have you ever seen a Junkrat getting hacked out of a tire before?
I don't think I've ever seen a Junkrat get hacked out of a tire. I've certainly seen them get blown up to another dimension whenever they use the tire, but I have not seen a well-timed hack like that before.
Yeah, it must be much easier now with the hack in invis and the shorter hack time as well. That's pretty crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Very emphatic opening statement here from Michigan. Taking care of Morgan State.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, actually Collegiate Overwatch is 1st to 2. So that will be the first match done here. But we may have a second one. Not confirmed yet. Usually there are 2 matches every Friday, and we hope to broadcast 2 every week. But just today, we do have a team who is unsure whether or not they can play. So we'll be waiting on that for the next match. Currently, we're looking for any potential candidates for a winning interview from our team. So just waiting on that for a hot second. We didn't end up seeing any Genji today. What do you think so?
I was a little surprised by that. Seems like Yumish really wanted to stay. Oh, well, actually, here we have Luke.
Hello.
Tank from Yumish. Welcome, congratulations on the very decisive win.
Yeah, welcome, Luke.
Thank you. I think we all brought it together. We had our target focus pretty unlocked, and it just kind of helped us win.
Yeah, awesome. Quick 2-0. Let's see. I do want to ask you a question actually, because Nick and I were just discussing this. Genji has been a very popular DPS since the release of Overwatch 2 and the Overwatch League as well. But we didn't see Genji from either team today. Are you able to talk on that at all? Enlighten us.
Yeah, so typically with Genji comps, you want to have a Zarya with it, and on the second map, we didn't really play the Zarya, and also Sombra is just a lot stronger than Genji in that regard. So we'd like to pick the Sombra Tracer and play more of a dive playstyle rather than like more of a brawly playstyle like you would with the Genji.
Awesome. That is some great insight, honestly. Uh, I also want to ask, how has your experience been with playing Overwatch 2? As we know, there's been some complications with it as well.
Yeah, I think for the most part, my experience with Overwatch 2, it's been a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot to get used to. Now being the only tank and not having that off tank there to help support, so I have to like watch my own back a lot more. So that's definitely been a struggle on the transition from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. But I'm starting to get the hang of it, and I feel like it's gonna help us be able to win a lot more.
Nice, nice.
Awesome.
Nick, do you have any questions for Luke before they start getting ready for their second match?
Yeah, I would say on especially the first map, it seemed like Morgan State was sticking more with the slower kind of comps, no Lucio to speed them through on their rotations. How would you say you guys were able to capitalize so easily off of them unleashing tower off of those slower comps? Like, what was your game plan there going in?
I think in regards to that, a lot of it had to do with just Colin hitting a nade every single fight, and
Yeah.
it pretty much made it really simple. And without Kiriko being playable yet, it's not like that easy to cleanse it, and so it just kind of allowed us to dive them and kill them as soon as that nade got off.
Oh yeah, wow. What do you think about Kiriko? Actually, do you think she'll be played immediately after she's available, or teams still reluctant to touch her at the moment?
I think Kiriko is definitely going to be a meta switch up, just because her ultimate is way too oppressive in regards to just what it does. The cooldown mixed with the extra speed and attack speed just allows for way too much of a decisive team fight victory. So if you pretty much put down Kiriko in a good position, you're going to win the fight outright. And not to mention, she also has her Suzu and teleport to instantly get out or get back to the fight. So there's a lot less downtime even if she does die. And then, like I said, the Suzu, it's just going to enable uh, the team to, if there's a mistake and the team gets punished for it, so say like one of those big anti-nades, Kiriko's just able to cleanse it.
Awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And I do have one last question for you, Luke. Are you a Kiriko fan?
I can't say I'm a Kiriko fan. I'm more of a Reinhardt fan, to be honest. So,
Uh,
and Kiriko Suzu kind of immediately counters Rein, so
Tough
can't
time to
say.
be a Reinhardt fan.
It is
Tough
Yeah,
certainly
time.
a tough time to be a Reinhardt fan.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Luke. And we'll hopefully be right back with a second match as soon as we get confirmation that it is going to happen. So be right back, stream.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Hello, stream. Welcome back for round 2. Once again, I'm Wild Rose, one of your casters for today.
My name is Nick Chicken.
And we seem to be having some complications, perhaps. May involved players ranked competitive SR. So we are
I get
waiting.
it. The grind never quits. I understand it.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
Getting in that last second practice, maybe that'll give him the edge here.
Yeah. Did you have a good dinner, Nick?
I have good dinner. Well, I didn't really eat dinner because I kind of ate beforehand, and then I had a banana though, so like I had a good snack. So I'm ready to go for match number 2.
Not bad. You know, this is
What about
exposing myself a little bit, but the one benefit of owning a proprietary mic now that's on my headset is that I can chew while unmuted and nothing picks it up.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, and then
I like-
ramen, sardines,
like my
boiled
headset.
eggs.
Honestly, I could never. I don't know if I've ever even had sardines before.
You've never had sardines, like literally ever?
No, I don't think so. I just don't think I've ever had the opportunity to try them.
I see.
Never really sought them out, I suppose.
They are a very preserved type food in the modern day now.
They're
Canned.
very
and all
salty,
that.
right?
No, I think choose to be, but
No.
it can choose to be salty. But the ones I'm having right now are Costco sardines, and they're actually quite dry flavor actually. Oily is what they are.
I believe the last player we're waiting on is
Ace.
Ace?
Yeah.
yeah.
The worst thing just happened to me. I don't know if that's a mosquito or what. It literally just crash landed into my ramen and died. And now I have to fish it out.
That's a compliment. You really wanted it.
That's just insane. And I hope I never have to deal with that ever again.
Oh, looks like Ace is here now.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we
I
are
will ask.
getting
I
ready
will
to go.
let them know that Spec is R, yeah. First map this time around will be Busan. And we have our Cheese Flippy DPS line in instead of the Hugh Rowe DPS line. What do you think of that, Nick?
Probably expecting something similar to last map. I think Michigan really is comfortable with the Zarya comp on control here, playing more close quarters.
Mhm.
We'll see if Flippy goes for the Sojourn here again. Maybe a Sojourn Tracer. It seems like they really like to stick cheese on the Tracer here.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I just realized I couldn't see any of the endorsements on the side of the Gamecocks. I could only see it on the side of Michigan.
Do you have to have people friended for that, maybe?
Yeah, I think they've changed that now. You can only see endorsements and people friended, which is extremely interesting. In any case,
Starting off on downtown.
yeah, this is probably the hardest map, or maybe the Sanctuary is quite difficult, but this may be one of the hardest maps for the Zarya account to be pulled off on because of this
Yeah.
huge high ground.
Looks like both teams coming out though. Pretty standard Zarya comp I think we're going to see going forward. It looks like Michigan's going to go for the Flippy on Sojourn as we expected. South Carolina going to go for the Sombra.
That's such a
So
cute
we'll see how
spray.
those two, yeah,
I've done things
we'll see how those
for
two
love.
picks match
Time
up
to
here.
start making a
Yeah. Main difference is the Sombra, basically, right? Versus the Sojourn. And we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, so I expect Yumish to take a much more defensive position here. Basically, just looking for a pick with the Sojourn here is their game plan. Hoping not to lose somebody to Sombra early.
Oh, early bubbles used. Yumish has taken the space in the Mega Room.
Yeah, it's going to force South Carolina to back off a little bit here. Still no opening picks here. Any Tacos field forced out, Burns field forced out, no fields on in play anymore. Still looking for an opening pick here.
Yeah, lots of
Objective
sustain.
unlocks. looking to win this first fight in the room right now.
Oh, Michigan is forced to back out of the room.
There we go, opening pick on Lucier, but Andy Taka also falls. Both supports for Michigan falling after that opening pick on Lucier. We'll see if they're able to regroup after this, but I don't think they will be able to. First fight going to South Carolina there.
Yeah, wow. That I would have thought that Michigan has that advantage by taking control of the big room earlier. I'm not sure if Chaos on the Sombra was able to hack that mega room. Maybe the room control was not as valuable as we thought, but this is shaping up to be very close.
Michigan here, I think the longer the fight goes, worse it's going to get for Michigan because the hacks are just going to come out. Oh, but Chaos picked off early, made a bit of a judgmental error there on how long he could stay. Both windows coming out now. Andy Taka going aggressive with his window and field. Very, very low. Oh, and he gets punished for it.
I don't think this is winnable without their back. Oh, it's a grab. It's an over. Quick reset.
The same for this. All right, just a quick grab to ensure the fight win there for South Carolina once again. Very aggressive window play there. Almost paid off, but he was just barely punished for it.
Yeah, I think both DPS players just caught out maybe a little bit of unforced mistakes from both Chaos and Flippy, but
yeah.
The ults were on Gamecock side.
Beat and Blade online here for South Carolina. As well as Michigan coming up on 4 ults now.
Blade pulled out. Oh, beat from Charlie. Yeah, the Blade does nothing so far.
Able to dissuade them now, but now South Carolina's gonna have an EMP here for a recontest with no beat to counter. See what Michigan does here. Could go for an overdrive early and look for a pick. That's what they're gonna need to get anything going here.
Michigan
Gas getting set up for his EMP.
They're refusing to push in. They're spending so long here. Finally starting to walk in. Just Angela Kiddo alone though. Is he trying to bait the EMP? Oh, the stun on the Genji. Oh no.
Big EMP there from Chaos.
I don't.
So completely nullified Cheese's blade and the grab.
I don't know what that sound was, but I did hear Genji groan. Doesn't seem to be any stuns on the side of Gamecock, so I'm not sure what ability was used to shut down the blade there. Must have also been the grab that he was caught in.
Yeah, I think the grab EMP didn't let Michigan mobilize at all right there to capitalize off the blade. First round going to South Carolina very decisively there.
But hold on, South Carolina's Lucier, I believe they were at 70% ult charge by the end of that fight. And I don't think that was a second grab. So might have to look at a replay, but
You think my muscles are pretty?
Yeah, a lot of work being done there by the Sombra, I think, on the side of South Carolina. It looks like Michigan's gonna mirror it now, but then they're also switching to the Tracer. Oh, back to the Sojourn.
Tracer, Sojourn. Okay, Tracer, I believe our role here is going to be countering the Sombra on the Gamecock side.
No, they are going to go with the Sombra here.
Oh.
Alright, they're going to go for the mirror Sombra, but then try and run a Tracer to maybe capitalize on a dive off of Sombra hack here.
Yeah, but no Genji from Michigan. Angela Kiddo was talking about how Genji is great in these brawl-type comps when he has a bubble access, but oh, huge hack!
Huge pick with everybody cheese. That should open things up here for Michigan to start moving in. Both bubbles out now. Looks like South Carolina is going to be able to retreat here. Maybe wait for a soft reset and see if they could get something coming back in here.
Yeah, maybe they might
be able to cap before that happens, though.
Yeah, but one person's on the card. If the Gamecocks go aggressive here, they could get a quick 5v4. Oh, Zarya hacked. Oh, and killed.
Jellicatu got overrun there. Both supports falling now. Looks like it's going to be an easy point flip there for South Carolina.
I believe it must have been C2D on Delucio capping the point there, but basically, Michigan was taking a 4v5 almost and taking lots of poke damage, and eventually they just had to use more resources before the full 5v5 broke out. Oh, no!
Jellicatu picked off early.
Early hack from Chaos.
Sombra play on South Carolina is really the difference maker right now. Michigan getting some unfortunate picks early. Flippy also getting taken down on a flank. Just gonna have to wait even longer now for a recontest.
Yeah.
Burns is gonna come up on a window here.
Another hack. Angelica is suffering from these right now.
They're going for the aggressive window at spawn.
Oh, almost.
Will
they get him? Oh, they do. It actually pays off. Okay, counter window to kill 2.
Two very big picks here for Michigan. They're going to be able to push in off of that now, punishing South Carolina's aggressiveness.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're South
You were in my way.
Carolina, are you even too upset about that? Like, you trade ults for an ult, right? And
No,
then
I wouldn't say so. Michigan did. They had to commit their window to that to even be able to get out of their spawn. So I would say I'm not upset about that at all. And now you've got your EMP online. I don't think they're going to have beaten time to counter this if they go quickly.
yeah, and just no other tools in the game right now to really get rid of this EMP. Oh, EMP, but he's EMP'd first.
Flippy goes first. Counter EMP. Lucier's down. Chaos also down. Trading Sombras.
Michigan currently up by one person. Oh, we do.
Another pick
Oh
on the
my
map. A
god.
couple more picks for Michigan. They're able to just barely get away with that fight after trading the EMPs.
Yeah, amazing play from Flippy. I think taking the initiative there was super smart. He must have known that Chaos had the EMP, so just EMP first. You know.
Yep, that's really big.
Put on
And
the
now
aggression.
Michigan gets to keep their beat to counter Ace's Blade coming up here as well. And potentially the grab. So that is...
Oh, grab first? Okay, I like this. Using ults first. Force out a beat. Ace 103 going for a blade.
And he
It
talked
does get
dying though
beated.
before the beat gets out.
Crap. I'm not sure if he had time to even play his... Oh, he did have time to play his Immortality Field there, but yeah.
That was close.
Unfortunately, the early grab from Angela Kittu does not pan out as Na immediately beats it.
I gotta get the point flip here.
This is close though. I felt like University of Michigan was behind, but they're actually ahead in point percentage as of now.
Yeah.
Just for now
They're
falling
really
behind.
good fights there. Taking the initiative really has been helping them out here to try and take the lead. Window coming out from Burns.
Okay, Michigan
Steal
able to
huge.
kite it.
Yeah, no picks
Shot
so
out the
far.
door. Oh, they've invaded into the small room.
Huge pulse bomb by Cheese.
What an amazing bait play. Andy Taco places his window down in order to, you know, after U of SC is baited into that small room, and they can't back out. They just have to take the full brunt of the window. This saves them the fight.
Lucier getting 3 picks at the end there. Michigan's gonna have to. They're gonna have to play back now. They can't take space without half their team.
Thankfully, it's just a Lucio and a Tracer, but yeah, this might be difficult for them.
I think South Carolina knows that. They're gonna go for a fast recontest here, knowing that Michigan's on their way back.
Yeah. Got Andy Taco's Immortality already forced. Oh, and Angela Kiddu picked up first. Flippy hacked, can't get out.
That's gonna be a point flip and the instant recap. Yes.
The instant recap,
Certainly.
quote-unquote feature, quote-unquote bug.
Certainly something to get used to here. That's probably going to be the cause of a lot of unfortunate point losses. But yeah, South Carolina taking map 1 there.
Yeah, like, man, Lucier just getting those 3 picks at the tail end of the fight, 3 revenge kills, just made it impossible. I think Michigan had to take it must have been a 5v2 or a 5v3 at the tail end of that fight there.
I think South Carolina was able to, Lucier was able to have very high energy on the Zarya almost all the time. Then combo that with the Genji play to keep his energy up. He's doing a lot of work that round.
Yeah.
Michigan's strategy of trying to run the Sojourn, play back, wait for a pick. They weren't able to find those first picks, so South Carolina was just able to stay alive, and then once they have higher energy Zarya, they just go in with the Sombra, and that was that.
Yeah, the Sombra adaptation seemed quite powerful from the side of Flippy, but I think it's just so difficult to play around the Sombra. Like, her hack time is lower, she can hack while still invisible, and even though that duration of locked abilities is shorter, against these teams with high levels of expertise and great target focus, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get burned down while those cooldowns are off the line, and we've seen that time and time again happening to Angela Kiddu this match.
Michigan finding more success on the second point there when they were taking the initiative, got the EMP and grabs first, allowing them to win those fights. And that's kind of just how you play those mirror matchups, is whoever can get them off first usually is going to be the ones coming away there.
Yup. Okay, so it looks like Michigan's map pick is going to be King's Row, taking defense first, as usual.
Swapping in Hugh for Cheese here.
Now entering King's Row.
Let's try to see what comps. Okay, we're greeted with some stairs right off the bat. I don't know why I decided to put us here.
I wonder if we'll see Ryan come out here from the side of Michigan. Kitu, known for being mostly a Ryan player.
A Ryan fan, even.
Self-proclaimed favorite character, yeah. So I wonder if we could see Hugh on the Mei here, or if they'll stick to the Zarya.
Ryan May. In this economy, as much as I would love to see
I would
it.
have loved to see it, but nope, they're gonna stick with the Zarya. Zarya is very, very strong. Ryan just a little bit too risky.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying he's kind of the worst tank right now too, which is, I would say, you know, maybe some other candidates like Wrecking Ball might be worse. Well, maybe not Wrecking Ball, but
South Carolina though,
Cybernetic
going for the Orisa.
came out
The Battle
very
Cattle?
fast. But
Battle Cat over you.
like- I like it. I'm always a fan of Battle Cattle. She's finally getting her time in the sun here. Looks like they're going for the Orisa Mei.
Wait,
maybe?
actually Orisa May? Oh my god, they're rolling out
Alright.
Orisa.
They're going for this very heavy brawl comp here.
Yeah. They have this Sojourn as well.
In a position around the
Interesting.
statue here.
Lucier is almost dead. Lucier. Oh no, Hugh gets picked on first though.
That's gonna be a big pick. That's gonna allow them to walk in.
Oh no.
Lucier almost going down instantaneously there, but then the pick onto Hugh allowed them move forward with no threat of a Genji in their backline. That'll be a very quick and decisive first fight there from South Carolina.
Lucier got so low, around 50, but I think that some players in our community have asked, why do players always try to kill the Orisa first? And I think, you know, we're kind of asking that question now, because although the Orisa gets so low, she can just get immortality'd, fortify, and then all your work, all your cooldowns that you use on her are undone. So I'm not sure if it's necessarily correct to be focusing the Orisa so hard in this matchup.
Yeah, she's certainly a formidable opponent marching at you. If you were able to get a pick on Case there at the very beginning, allowing him to hold up closer here. Burns committing a window though is going to force Michigan to back off.
Yeah, window used and no reward for it. Now Michigan counters with their own window. They're kind of not using it, partially.
Pretty scrappy fight here. Chaos is in the backline now, doing a ton of damage with that Mei left click. But Anitaka able to kind of pick onto Ace. A beat from Michigan,
counter.
very aggressive here.
Grab for Michigan, but no follow-up. Completely eaten up by the immortality field so
Forces
far.
so low for South Carolina. Terra Surge coming out, finds the field and is able to get 2 picks after that.
Flippy, is he gonna clutch this out?
Very
Oh
back
no,
and
he
forth
jumps into the
here.
Orisa instead of away.
Now he finds himself
Hugh's
face
waiting.
to face with the raid boss herself, Orisa, and he gets taken down. Hugh committing a blade though.
Oh, Hugh gets one!
Thinking this is winnable.
No,
It's
he misses
Chaos.
the blade. He misses the sling.
He misses the swing and
Charlie
he gets
gets
taken
it
down. But then C2D2 finds a pick, but he also gets taken down. It's just not quite enough for Michigan. A very, very scrappy fight there. Almost found the picks necessary. But the Orisa is just very, very difficult to kill when you don't have much damage up.
The Orisa was just alive that whole fight.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that's why. Kill the Orisa first. Don't kill her first, she'll die last. Overdrive here coming up for South Carolina. There he goes, he's popping it. Flippy has an overdrive of his own. We'll see if he responds. But it's going to be a little late because Kitu's down. Flippy going for his own overdrive. See if he can
Oh,
match the picks.
pick.
Takes down Ace. That's a big pick. Hugh dies in the backline though to Burns. Burns really low
he got
here.
it.
Takes him out.
Where is the rest of Michigan? They're in the back.
Michigan in the backline trying to get a couple of
Oh
picks.
my God,
They're
they're winning!
Stabilize here though and go back to point.
The dream duo, the dream team, Charlie and Nako. They clutch it out.
The support line just won on the flank of their own, yeah, and decided to just take matters into their own hands after losing Kitu there early.
These fights are crazy. Always starting with like what seems like it should be a decisive first pick, but then turning into these amazing like chaotic fights.
Yeah, I think Kitu's gonna have to be much, much more careful here. Well, they are switched to the Zarya now, so he doesn't have the fear of the Orisa just running him down main anymore.
Yeah. How is Lucier
Zarya
already at
man.
43%? Oh, Blizzard completely misses? Emerald kind of wasted from Anti-Taco.
Aggressive window
Oh,
up top,
and he
facing each
gets-
other. Ooh, and he gets punished for the peak.
Good.
That's gonna be very detrimental here
Painful.
for Michigan.
Hugh forces out the immortality field. And a beat from
Trying to
Michigan. This isn't necessarily lost. Oh, Burns punish from the
Huge
jump.
pick from Flippy. Huge pick from Flippy. Ace really low on cart. Flippy looking for
Oh,
another
dude!
pick here, and he gets it, but he trades his own life for it.
I think this is a
just
1v1.
trades back and forth.
Oh
CQ
no!
Dude, gonna try and get out here to save, but he can't. And once again, the tank staying alive on South Carolina is ultimately the
just
difference
them?
maker here.
Oh,
Just able
no.
to live through the fight and survive those scrappy one-on-ones going on around him.
Yeah, wow. Whatever Lucier's doing, it's working wonders for them because this Zarya is not dying. Blade comes out.
Force out bubbles. Bubbles
Grab.
are out. He's going for his blade, but he gets solo grabbed. Gets
He
land.
lives.
He's able to escape.
And trades a grab for Blade. I can't be too sad about that.
South Carolina is able to save their beat though. They may be looking for a beat engage here.
Angelica 2 barely gets out with his life.
Really low.
Huge
Forcing
grab.
Bubbles out. Goes for a grab though. They're going back in. Beat comes out from South Carolina. They're counter it and they're going to take out Kitu, and that's going to be able to enable them to push forward, take out the rest of Michigan.
Yeah, it almost feels like Angela Kitu is punished for that grab because they try to go back in, right? After grabbing, but they know that Na has that beat, so you're just walking into a massive amount of damage. Oh, big pick on
Get
Chaos.
aggressive here. Punish there by Hugh. Big punish.
Right
Gonna be
there.
able to go in off of this now.
Ace is just in the back line. He's still there. Okay,
get
get that safely.
Burns living on
Punished.
very low HP, but then gets picked off by Flippy
Two
there.
windows.
Once again, the counter windows facing each other. Hopefully go for an overdrive here.
No!
No.
That's a quadruple boosted!
No, he gets deflected into his own right click. That's gonna be terrible here for Michigan.
That went through window once, and
Kitu on
then
the
went
front line,
back
almost
through
at
the
an
window.
island. Kitu forced out by Grav.
Oh.
Field's been used already. He's gonna get taken down by the blade. South Carolina is gonna start to sweep up here. Michigan does not have beat online. They're only at 94.
Oh no.
I don't think they're even gonna recontest here. And that was a tragic self pick there from Flippy. Great deflect there from Ace though with the awareness. But that is
Wow, how much damage do you think that does? Like, one Sojourn shot must be around, I'd imagine, 10 base damage, right? Somewhere around there. So it's deflected, it's boosted twice. So those were each individual Sojourn shot right there. Must have done at least 40 damage. And you know how fast she shoots. That was like a 200 damage insta-kill combo bouncing through those windows there.
yeah. That was
It was not something you see every day.
yeah. Let's see if Michigan decides to switch something up here. It's gonna stay in the Zarya comp. Angelica too really I think having a lot of trouble here staying alive. Just I think getting caught out in the front line a little bit too early.
Yeah, what do you think they should adapt? Do you think that's all on Angelica 2 or anything the team can do as a whole to help him out there?
I don't think it's on him entirely. I think in general they're gonna have to take much more conservative positioning, I think, and play with their Sojourn. Both teams looking for the Sojourn picks right off the bat, but South Carolina with the May obviously want to get right in your face and get a wall up, separate Angelica 2 and take him out. Whereas Michigan are looking more for Genji to get a pick in the back line or something like that. So I think they're gonna have to play much more conservative here to ensure that Kitu doesn't get caught out and die so much earlier.
Yeah, the May pick's pretty interesting. Very rare hero. We were criticizing a little bit of the May, how weak her left click was in the previous match, but wall doesn't go
Quite
off.
get the wall off there, but Andy Taco's caught a little bit forward, able to escape.
Immortality field is forced. Michigan still has theirs.
Michigan gonna look to go in here on a target. No mortality field to save them.
Oh, huge pick from
And there it
Flippy
is.
on the
That's the
gas.
opening pick that Michigan needs on Chaos. They're gonna be able to go in off of that. You looking to force out bubbles here to dive a target. Field out from Michigan.
Nice pick
There we
from
go.
Hugh.
Bap down. Angelica 2 is down. But I think Michigan's gonna be able to come in here and clean it up.
Yeah, don't think it necessarily matters at this point. Michigan has too much of an advantage unless Hugh is taken out here. No, Charlie C2D2
There
goes
it is.
aggressive on the ace and gets a pick on him in the back. It's a very quick point secured for Michigan.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Michigan is going to need to be getting those opening picks from Flippy every single fight here to be able to make some ground, to be able to go in on the May.
Yeah. Very difficult, honestly, for the Gamecocks on their current comp to contest Sojourn. No long range, except for like some Mei Icicles or some Genji
Yeah, they've
Shurikens.
switched to the Genji here off of the Sojourn. So Flippy now, no more 1v1s, but he's gonna have to be careful of that deflect once again.
Yep. He was hard aggro in.
Window coming out from Yumish.
Oh, another pick from Flippy!
Another pick from Flippy on the cast, that's what they need. Both beats being committed here. Ults flying out left and right on both sides. South Carolina committing 3 ults to this fight.
But Michigan has the better
Blizzard
spawns. Every pick is better
Blizzard
for
online
Michigan.
now.
Huge grab! Huge grab!
This ends.
Grab gets 4, they're gonna be able to capitalize off of it though.
Yes! Flippy gets 2!
gets 1!
Third!
2 down.
Another for Flippy!
Fourth!
Flippy going in with the overdrive! Flippy says, I will be taking
Oh!
care of
Robbed of the fifth by
Don't
Charlie!
worry about it. A very aggressive grab there from Luke, putting all of his faith in the Sojourn. Flippy able to convert there.
And that faith in his
Huge
teammate
fight
paid
wins.
off. Yeah.
And this is exactly what Michigan is going to need going forward. Flippy is going to need to continue to get these picks.
The only
So they
problem...
can walk in on the core of South Carolina. South Carolina going to have a blizzard to recontest here, though, with Michigan
Yeah.
having pretty much nothing to answer.
Yeah. Coming up on both DPS ults for U of SC, but Michigan is kind of dry in their tank, so I think they're going to just have to dry fight this.
And Angelica 2 caught, separated from that grab. They're going to have to back out here.
Yeah, nothing much they can do about it with these resources. Or without any resources, rather. Here's a big problem. That fight was so short, Michigan still does not have any resources. They're going to get a window to mirror South Carolina's window, and that's kind of
They're
it.
not going to have anything for the beat. They're only going to have, or for the blade from Ace. They're not going to have anything to defend themselves from that.
Yeah. They actually don't notice Ace behind them right now, also. He's
Chaos
in the
really
backline.
frontlining here, looking for a pick on Kitu once again with the walls, getting very aggressive there.
Oh, Hugh in the
The
back.
backline looking for
Trick.
something.
How about
Gets
the
picked off, but
trade?
Chaos gets punished for his frontline play.
Genji behind.
Blade coming out from Ace.
He's very low. Actually, can't do anything with it right now.
Yumish able to kite that very effectively.
I think if Yumish plays slows here and gets another beat, I think they can turn
The
this.
window from Burn.
Oh no! Flippy punished for the
Oh,
peak.
Flippy gets punished for the peak. Yeah. Baptiste now with his increased damage, he now only needs 2 shots to the head on any 200 HP character through his window, and they will be dying. So, very quickly, peaked for not even the blink of an eye, and he's gone.
We're finally seeing a golden opportunity for Michigan though. 4 powerful ults coming online, and just 2 for South Carolina.
The play here is they're gonna have to just match the grab and B with their own, and then use the blade to get the advantage and move forward here. Not if you dies though early.
He was just staring at a. Oh, he wanted to for the grab. He wanted to
Wanted
deflect
to
the
grab
grab.
deflect. Michigan now gonna be forced to commit beat here. Beat on both sides coming out.
Yeah, Hugh has this.
Looking
Hugh
for
has
a
his
play
blade.
now. Here's
There's
his
no beat.
opportunity.
His dash reset got messed up. Oh.
Only able to find one there with the beat. Trading Genjis on both sides. Kitu with the grab now.
Big grab
Looking
from
aggressive
Kitu.
with it. There he goes. A big grab. Gets 2 with his grab, and that's gonna be enough
Yeah.
to win the fight there.
Oh, the Sojourn
Working on
staying
taking
alive.
out Chaos here.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Gets him eventually.
Yeah.
Michigan playing that quite well there. Just looking to match the grab and the beats, use the blade once they have nothing.
There are
It'll be the cap second point.
so many ults going there. They've actually managed to not lose ult advantage with mirrored ults on both sides with the window and the Sojourn overdrive. This is Michigan can maintain their momentum.
Now, gonna be looking at mirrored windows here and mirror overdrives, I'm sure.
Just wait for it.
This ends.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Immortality first out first from UFSC.
They're out. Flip looking to get aggressive there. Huge pick on a burn.
Oh, Flippy, that
Going off of that. There's another one.
Oh, Flippy's learned from the mistakes of deflecting. I think that's a Sojourn differential.
Yeah, Flippy's really getting into the groove here now with the Sojourn. Able to get these huge picks with his ults. Just exactly what they need. To just keep gaining momentum slowly but surely.
However, no beat for Ace's blade nor Lucier's grab. This may be a stop, and they're already behind in the time bank for the side of Michigan.
Yeah, South Carolina just looking to stall out here.
Angelica knows
Hoping
this.
to use.
Going super aggressive in the back line.
Oh,
Flippy finds
gets
Ace!
an ace!
Oh,
The
the
beat's
boom
down.
by Lucier, that's an environmental!
Lucier dead as well. Grub and Blade are not in play anymore. And Michigan's gonna be able to clean up here. Huge opening picks there.
What a clutch
onto,
fight!
onto Ace and Lucier, not even able to use the ults that would have allowed them to stretch out this time bank. And Michigan capping with only 30 seconds less.
Wow. Ace didn't even have his Dragon Blade charged by the end there. I wonder if they were killed in the middle by Flippy or something like that. But yeah, both those Blade and the Grav we were worried about. Michigan recognizes this threat. They know that they don't have any ults of their own, but the Gamecocks will. And so they just go hard aggro on the back line. And of course, the opening pick from Flippy helps them out in that regard too. That was just mechanics and game sense going crazy to win what looked like a hopeless fight.
I think Flippy has really come alive here in the second round. I think that's also contributed to what we're seeing about Kitu dying almost first every single fight. I think the pressure now from Flippy getting these opening picks has taken a lot of damage away from Kitu and allowed Michigan to push in, keeping him alive, kind of creating this snowball effect of them able to take these fights. Because obviously when it's a 5v4, I mean, you've already got that huge advantage. So yeah, Flippy really coming alive there.
Yeah. We see
We're
Hugh
gonna see,
on the
we're
Widow.
gonna see Brig on the side of South Carolina.
Very
Why do you
interesting.
think they would be going Brig here?
Do they want to synergize with the Genji to give him long range healing? I'm not so sure what the Brig is providing in this.
No pick there from Hugh.
A little bit of sustain,
Quick
perhaps.
Widow peek. Yeah.
But I think what UFSC will miss the most is the ability to engage on their own terms. Without the speed, they can't run into Michigan like they were doing before.
No. They're banking a lot on Chaos getting these opening picks instead of Flippy.
Hughes, hard in, kills the Brig immediately.
Brig gets taken out. Flippy taken down too though. No DPS anymore for Michigan. They roll to find Burns as well. Once again, just evolving into a very, very scrappy fight. Kitu has no bubbles to keep himself up. He's very low. He's gonna go down.
Oh.
South Carolina just barely gonna squeak away with that one. Able to get a couple of big picks onto the Michigan DPS line.
Yeah, that was looking so good. I think
Stay alive.
in terms
Michigan's
of
gonna want to come back fast here though. They have the Lucio.
yeah, in terms of style, I think Hugh really likes going in hard aggro and almost demanding, not necessarily in a negative way, all of his team's resources, but I think it might leave the core of his team kind of weak.
Michigan looking for a hotel push. They're going to just get run on the Brig. Andy Taco is taken down, but not gets punished for it.
Oh, Chaos punished for the overextend? Yes.
Chaos cut out early.
Oh,
That's gonna be a big pick. But Hugh
early
going down
beat
the back line as
from
well,
CDD2.
committing the beat here in a 3v3, using the beat to try and get in here and win it. Well, but they're gonna get grabbed for that with nothing to counter it now, and they didn't get the picks to show for that beat.
Another
It's gonna be
touch.
another hold on here for South Carolina, and they're gonna be able to full hold the first point.
Ooh.
Trying to get a risky play there with the beat to try and get the picks before the grab comes out, but not able to convert.
Yeah, Michigan chose to push into the hotel there, and I mean, it seems as if they were almost immediately punished for it with Andy Taco falling to the whip shot from Brig.
Yeah. Michigan was not able to get a window up that round either.
Yeah.
Just the very mid fight picks, I think, is what's the difference maker here, because it almost seems like there's an engagement and then there's two fights going on in each backline and just picks being traded left and right, and then the remainder of that is very, very unpredictable.
Yeah. Wow.
Seems to be going the way of South Carolina here. Going into the Reaper now.
I think they might not be too serious about the Reaper pick necessarily, but remains to be seen.
So, maybe.
Michigan need a full hold for 2 minutes, but they have one beat for a Grav and assuming a Blade, but could be a Death Blossom as well.
We'll see. I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
back
let's see
to
the
Genji.
Genji.
Flippy gonna have to come alive here like he did in round number 2 and get these these early picks from Michigan to keep them alive here.
Hold it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hugh goes in again, takes the bubble. Right. I'm not so
Bubble's
sure.
being used out early here.
Yeah.
He'll be playing this low ground position. He's not going to be able to
He's not getting healed at all.
on the
Oh
enemy
no.
team, and then he's not going to get healed from there as well, and he's going to get picked off early. That's just devastating there for Michigan. They're going to have no DPS going into this. Kitsu's going to go aggressive to try and make a desperation player to get a kill, but he's going to get taken down. And that's going to be the end of Michigan there. South Carolina coming out and looking very strong.
Wow, that was a quite. It wasn't nearly as one-sided as our first match today, but that was definitely a surprise. Wow, wasn't expecting that after the early match today.
Yeah, I think both maps were Michigan struggling early on, and then I think partway through the match able to find their footing and do a little bit better, but then it was just a little bit too little too late there for Michigan. They weren't able to overcome South Carolina once they started to maybe figure things out.
On a positive note, however, I do believe we saw many great plays and highlight reels, right, including that play of the game from Flippy. I think Michigan absolutely has the potential to turn this around. It's day one, right? They still won their first match. There is a lot to work on, but also a lot more to gain.
Certainly a very strong day one showing from both teams. I mean, if this is like the very beginning stages, and it's already we're seeing some very high level play, I'm very excited for the matches in the future.
Yeah, collegiate esports, the level is only going up, right? As we see players like Juby going from collegiate to, Overwatch League, or many Overwatch League players returning to further their education, right? This is just, I'm so excited for the rest of the season. Honestly, it's gonna just keep getting better, and as our team from UMich Esports progresses through the Swiss rounds, we're gonna see harder and harder matches, but also more and more talented players.
Yeah. We'll see if Michigan finds their identity here a little bit more, if they really want to stick with the Zarya comps. I think it's looking very promising there, but they have some things to work out, obviously.
Yeah, if you've missed the news, I believe there are upcoming hero adjustments to the following heroes.
Yes.
Zarya, correct? Sombra, Genji. Do you remember who the last one is?
I believe Diva is the last one.
Yes, you are correct. Diva is also being adjusted. So this will happen in the middle of season 1. Season 1 runs from the release of the game last week to early December. So I'd imagine we'll see these soon, most likely in time for Overwatch League playoffs. So that will definitely shake up the meta significantly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have any more parting words for our stream here, Nick?
I guess just want to first of all say thank you for a great experience. My first casting stream for Overwatch. Had a lot of fun with it.
Thank you for coming. For sure. I love to have you on.
Yeah, this was a really great experience. I've always been used to, playing the game and stuff like that, but I've never really looked at it from a casting perspective, so this was very, very different way to look at Overwatch.
Yeah, it's definitely a treat. I think that just as a parting words from me to the audience, like if you are into esports and you are ever afraid of or intimidated perhaps by all the different things going on, I would say just do it. Like I started casting because I just wanted to do it. I just did it. Of course, that's not to say oh, you shouldn't be afraid of anything, but there are so many opportunities out there, whether at your school if you're a student, or open opportunities in smaller leagues and such for basically any esport out there. If there's something you want to try it. There's no one's watching over you. Your boss isn't going to criticize you for how low of a job you do, right? Just have fun. That's what's most important. So yeah, you're not
Absolutely.
being graded for it
Enthusiasm.
either for you students.
Enthusiasm is definitely the most important factor. If you're enthusiastic about doing it, then I mean, the only thing stopping you would be you. So
Yeah.
definitely
All right.
go for whatever you want to go for.
Thank you everyone for tuning in if you did. And these will be weekly matches, I believe, for the next 4 to 5 weeks in total. So hope to see you guys next Friday starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.